Oh, it's this shit is crazy right now. It's so
Bro.
crazy right now with the DL shit, them going back and forth. Did you hear Corey Holcomb's take? Whew. You gotta
What did
watch Corey
Corey
Holcomb.
say?
He lit Monique up, like he tore her ass. I mean, when I tell you going in, and it was hysterical.
Oh,
That's what was fucked up. It was funny as fuck. He went in on Monique so hard, dude. I was like, damn, I backed up like.
yeah. I can't back Monique on this one.
What'd you say?
I can't back Monique on that one.
I just thought she went too far talking about his wife, and DL's mother was in the audience.
It was just super petty to me, you know, like
Yes.
there are so many shows and everybody's a headliner and you never
Yeah.
hear people going back and forth on who closed the show. People really don't care. That's a serious ego thing.
My
You
thing
know what
is
I'm saying?
this. My thing is this, man. You're both respected comedians, and I think it's the promoter's fault for doing that. Whether you say it word of mouth or contractually, as a promoter, you fucked up. You
Yeah.
fucked up. You're dealing with egos. Let's know that. These motherfuckers been doing this shit 30 plus years. Monique is gonna say when she don't like something, she gonna tell you, so you know what you're dealing with. DL Hughley, same way. The promoter fucked up, man. And I heard Vivica Fox was talking mad shit. Oh no, did you hear Vivica on Jada's comment? Oh my God, there's so much shit. They say
No.
Vivica's talking shit again. Yeah.
About who?
About Jada. You know, Jada made a response to the slap. She just came out on her red table thing.
Oh yeah.
On her alopecia and the slap. I'm gonna watch all that stuff. Because we gonna talk
I
about
didn't
that.
get to see. I just saw a little clip of when she was talking about the alopecia because one of my friends is a physician and she does like hair restoration. She was on the show, Dr. Amina.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, yeah. She went to school with my sister.
She was on the red table thing?
Yeah, talking
She went
about
to school with
alopecia.
Jada?
No, no, no. My the doctor. I know her first name, Amina.
Oh, she
She
went to
went to
school with your
school with
sister.
my sister. Hmm.
Wow.
She does hair restoration, and I was saying like, man, Jada need to talk to Amina because Amina deals with alopecia all the time.
Yeah,
But
you need to talk. I mean, is it a cure?
no, there's no cure for it. But there's like treatments that you
I
can
don't
do
believe
to.
it because I don't believe it because I got a healer that can probably get rid of that shit.
Oh yeah,
So, oh
yeah,
yeah, he always gets rid of shit people say there's no cure for.
right.
And I get testimonials in my DMs going, man, I thought this was no cure and your boy just reversed my shit. I said, I
Yeah,
told you. I got the real dude.
yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
just thought rewind back to Monique and DL. I really thought she was out of pocket. You know, um, like if
You
you
got to
look at
see
the,
Corey's take. Please go see Corey.
I gotta see that.
Woo-wee.
But if you
You
look at
have
like the
to see it.
No Cap tour, it's Carlos Miller, Chico Bean, Michael
Yeah,
Blackson, DC Young Fly,
yeah,
um, I think Black Ron, and it's hosted by D Ray.
right.
The person who has the least experience in comedy on the tour is the person that closes the tour, which is DC Young Fly. DC
Because
Young
he's
Fly
so popular.
closes. He's
He's
so
so
popular,
popular.
but yeah, but he closes the show. Now, if Michael Blackson wanted to make us think about it, or Carlos, who have been doing comedy 20
Or
years,
D-Ray, or so, yeah.
they could make us think about it. But you see, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. Like,
It's one show. Yeah, yeah, exactly. My thing is this, as long as everybody respects the time, everybody respects the time and nobody's acting a fool, then it's all good. You know what I mean?
It was just it was bad for business, man. It was bad.
That was really embarrassing, man.
And
And then you're gonna
especially
talk.
because black women already have a bad
Yup,
reputation
yup.
for being confrontational. We can't get along. I mean, like I was literally like trying to put together a tour with all women, and I was just getting so much pushback just saying no because women can't get along, no because women are too difficult to work with. And
Damn.
when I tell you the lineup was insane, but the only pushback was women can't get along. And then you go and do something like this, kind of just like proving everybody's point. It was really disheartening to see.
Did you see Monique's live with her husband?
I saw it.
And my thing is like, Monique, you have all this purpose and then you went and did that and then you're going, listen, my babies, listen, my loves. I'm like, wait a minute. I just I don't know, man. It's like I don't know, man. Because Monique called me when she saw me on Vlad and I had made a comment about her husband that it was a few years ago, and she called me though because I thought I didn't know her husband, and I thought a lot of her decisions were being ruined by her husband. That was me just being Monique's friend. I didn't know her. I
Yeah.
didn't call her husband names. I just said I think maybe her husband's making these bad decisions and shit, you know. And then I had to like, she called me, hi baby, hi love, hi my love. She goes, you know, I've known you a long time. And then I was, and then I was like, well, what's the matter? She goes, well, you know, I love you. You're one of the most talented. But you know, she gives me the great introduction, and she goes, but I'm a little upset. I was like, what's up? And I really didn't know what she was upset about, because Vlad, I did like a couple years ago. She goes, well, you said something about my husband, da, 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 da. And then I said, I kind of faintly remember it because it must have been something about like you and his relationship. And then I said, I think I mentioned that maybe he's making bad decisions for you. And I was just talking as a friend of yours, as a comedian. I don't know this dude. And then she goes, I understand that. I totally get it. I get where you're coming from. But I just felt like that's my, da, da, da. And then I said, let me talk to him. And so we got on the phone. We had a great conversation. He totally got it. He goes, man, I know exactly what you were doing. You don't know me. You were just protecting. I said, man to man, if I felt like I disrespected, I said, my bad. I don't have a problem apologizing to another black man. That's cool with me. I don't have that problem. And then we was cool. He goes, that's why I respect you, dude. I love what you stand for. And we don't get, and it was cool. But she called me. She goes, thank you, love. That's why I love you.
See, and I love Monique though. I
Me
love
too.
Monique.
I'm a Monique fan.
I'm a fan. I love her. I just think she was wrong in this instance. You know, even
And
the stuff with her and Tyler Perry, I think she could have handled that better, but I don't think she was wrong. You know, like
I backed her up on the Tyler Perry stuff. I backed her up on all that stuff.
she wasn't wrong because
But my thing is this: how else was she supposed to attack it? Because these people, hold on, these people have so much power that nobody says anything. So protest is always going to be kind of rough. It's like
yeah.
it's like telling somebody, shut up. Hold on. It, it's like when you protest a corporate company and they come out with signs. Hey man, you got to say something. You got to go out and say something. The word has to be said. And Monique ended up being kind of right.
Oh, she was definitely right. And you
Yeah.
know, in film, you have a separate budget from the movie and then for promo. Don't call me to do no fringe shit when
Right.
just be professional. Like, don't call me like, hey homie, come do this promo. No, there's a budget for extra promo.
And then
So
the thing is
treat me with respect.
Monique did Precious for undercut money. She said, I will do this for you because you're an upcoming director. You're my friend. I will do this. And then once the movie started getting some push and then the Oscar, Then Lee Daniels started acting up, started being brand new on her. And she was like, wait a minute. I fucking took that movie for 50 grand. You underpaid me, but you're my friend, da da da. So she was right on everything. But you saw they made up, right? Did you see that?
Yeah.
They made up, and Lee did, and now 50 got her back. 50 Cent got her back. So I just think, I hope that this doesn't tarnish her comeback.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and I just think that she just needs to apologize for real. You know, like,
yeah, man.
like sometimes,
yeah.
you know, just swallow your pride. You ain't always right. In this instance, your beef was with the promoter. You know, like, I don't see what DL had to do with anything.
Yeah, that
You
wasn't fair.
with the promoter.
The promoter fucked it up. You know? You know what I mean? I just don't want to see. I just said those are both of my peoples. I don't want to see none of them. It's just like, really? How old are we now? Like, Jesus, come on. We're like beyond that shit. That's 20-year-old, early 30-year-old bullshit.
Yeah.
Man, and Monique should, I mean, as much as Monique talks about love and all that, I would like to see her apologize. And then you're going to talk about his wife and all. Come on now. That was sucking
And
his dick, or coward's dick. And I was like, that was a little rough, man.
it was a
You got to
lot.
see Corey's take. You got to see Corey Holcomb's take.
I gotta go look at it. And then when she talked about the dog, oh, like, oh man, that they bought the dog because his father passed away. Like, oh, you just talking about shit that you don't know about.
That's like spiritual, like karma on your ass. You need to stop with that.
Yeah.
He bought a dog because his pops died. What is wrong with him buying a dog anyway? I don't get it. And then when he explains it, you feel, man, I mean, come on. It was just, and then wait till you hear Corey. Oof.
I gotta see that.
I watched
Corey
it this morning.
crazy.
Corey, when I tell you, Corey was body shotting her. Like, he didn't give a fuck. He goes, this is the problem. The bitch didn't have no jokes. She ain't got no goddamn jokes. So she tried to cover that shit by talking about DL with her big head ass. Fuck that bitch. The bitch had no goddamn jokes. She didn't have shit. See, like, if that was me, I'd have had some jokes. I'd have said, fuck it. The bitch ain't got no joke because she can't talk about being fat no more with her fat ass. Yo, wait until you see what Corey's it is. I'm gonna watch it again because and the thing is, it's hilarious too. That's what's fucked up. Corey's like this, bitch. I'm fat. You can't do that shit no more. That shit over. You got away with that cooning ass shit. Oh, wait till you. When I tell you, you know Chicago. Yo,
yeah.
Watch.
I mean,
it's like he goes in like, it's when I tell you, he goes in as if he was on the show. He goes, DL ain't perfect, but DL was right. DL was right, bitch. Ain't nobody come to see your ass in a half. That building was half full. The fuck? They wasn't coming to see your ass? He's like, I ain't even got a sitcom, but I feel my shit up. He's like, I got a sitcom because I don't do that cooning ass shit.
I gotta look that shit up.
You gotta watch everybody.
It was, what was it, 5150?
5150.
I gotta look it up.
5150. It's 5150, man. It is like, oh my God. It is oof. He goes
and
in.
I mean, just, you know, just as a comedian myself and a fan of comedy, if I were to do a lineup, I would have put DL. I would have had DL go last anyway.
Yeah. DL.
DL should have been the closer. I mean,
yeah.
And I love Monique, but I just think, you know, in order of talent wise, I think DL's a sharper comic.
And I think DL's just sharper in general, as far as material wise.
Yes.
I mean, his
Yes.
in the political stuff he talks about, and just he's very sharp. And with his radio show, he's just always in that frame of mind, and it really helps his comedy. You know.
And it's just a joy to see, and people, they get to listen about current events and laugh about stuff. Like, he's just a sharper comic. I don't think in reality you should have closed after him.
Yeah, I don't know why it was just.
Like, I don't know what makes you think you're a better comic than DL Hughley.
My thing is this: that was the promoter's fault. But a lot of those promoters do that fuck shit, though. A lot of those promoters think they're just doing some amazing shit when they just go, "I'm gonna put on there. I'm gonna put I go, that's just momentum wise. It doesn't even make sense. Your lineup doesn't even. Now Ada Rodriguez was there.
Yeah.
Ada was there. That makes sense for a show like with DL. Ada Rodriguez is like kind of talks about race a little bit. Boom, boom. That's a good one. She's a good, like, her energy's good for a build up for DL. And I
Yeah.
forgot who else was on that shit. Someone else was on that. Can't remember.
Josh Adams.
Josh Adams. Who's that? Who's that?
He's funny.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, like, yeah, it should have been maybe like, I don't know. But that's a promoter trying to make money. But I heard it wasn't, was it sold out? I don't know. I don't know. But that's what Corey was saying. That shit was half full. That bitch, hey, man, wait till you, man, when I tell you. And it's like, the mama was in the audience. Disrespectful ass, big head ass. He was just, I was like,
Yeah, because when Corey go in, he goes all the way in. He has no filter, no respect.
yeah, it's like, oh my God. It was rough, man. It was rough. But he goes, even on the Queens of Comedy, the funniest person was Samore. It wasn't you. You just had a cooning ass sitcom. That's all you had. You know? And that's, he really doesn't give a fuck. But Corey never gave a fuck. That's why I brought him to amateur night, open mic night. That's why I was the one to bring him. I said, you're fucking psycho. I said, you need to come. Got that. You don't give a fuck. And you're funny. All you need is just to learn the craft. Just learn the craft.
You brought him to open mic night?
I brought him. Yeah, I brought him. And I introduced him to Damon Williams. Because Damon Williams was hosting open mic at All Jokes Aside on Wednesdays. And so I brought Corey with me because Corey was working at Jewel Osco with my brother.
Okay.
And so I came by to see my brother because my brother worked the night shift after amateur night. And Corey was like, man, you coming from All Jokes Aside? It's like, man, I've been wanting to try that shit, man. I said, I'm gonna bring you next week. You gotta come with me, dude. Don't fucking fake. Let's just do it. He goes, man, I don't know, man. This shit is scary as hell. I said, I know it is, but you gotta do it, dude. You can do it. I'm telling you.
Wow.